Sherlock Holmes himself, Benedict Cumberbatch. Good to see you, Benedict.
No expense spared there.
I love it.
Benedict, so many people think your name is not your real name, it's a stage name. Actually, it's your real name, and you doubted, or you were kind of...
I think it must have been one of the only actors that's ever played this role that has a name sillier than himself. But it's my family name.
But you didn't always know.
No, I started out with my dad's acting name, which is his middle name, and my middle name as well, Carlton. And then I had an agent who just went, but you've got this extraordinary name, which is quite unique. Why aren't you using that? And I said, well, you know, it's a bit awkward to say. It sounds a bit like a fart in the bath. It's not that easy to kind of to get to spell right. So there were, and obviously it was just a field day at school. You can imagine the amount of nicknames I had, and probably we will have.
We only thought of 45 nicknames, didn't we?
Only about, yeah, exactly. But I mean, I've kind of lived with it for over 30 years, so everyone's sort of intrigue at it is kind of amusing to me. I've got used to it now.
It's a great name.
It's a fun name. Yeah, it's a bit Dickensian, but it's fun.
We're looking forward to chatting to you, and also
think about the families of the victims, but never really those that have offended. But it's something that you've actually looked into for a role. Yeah?
Well, there's a fantastic book that I read a while back for a film I did about a very temperamental and violent relationship between two brothers. Actually, so it was violence within the family.
Yeah.
And it was a book about a serial killer in America and his coming to terms with that and writing very fluently and openly about his relationship with him and growing up with him. And it's a powerful subject, and it is very disturbing, and I think it's important for it when families are brave enough to speak about it and be honest about it, for us to try and glean some understanding of how this could happen and how someone could get into the state where that's the action they take. I mean, it's incomprehensible, but to have any understanding for it,
speak to the people close to
it might help, you know, to sort of prevent it in the future. One would hope, anyway.
Thank you very much. Well, as you know, break some of the trade secrets and tell us how some of those iconic sounds we know from film and television programmes.
The famous groaning of the TARDIS. It's high tech, let me tell you. An ordinary set of house keys being dragged across the bass strings of a piano to make this noise. Of course, that's what it is.
Keys in a piano.
This is my favourite, though. OK, Benedict, you can have a go at this. If you hold that there...
It's a schlinky.
It's a schlinky. I just want you to whack it. Just not too hard.
Whack the slinky.
Yes, and I'll tell you what that noise is.
So it begins. Here we go.
Hours of fun. That is a photon torpedo from Star Trek.
Of course it is. There's the proof, look. There you go.
Do it again, Benedict.
Do it again.
One more.
There you are. You play that for hours.
There you go.
I want one. They should package that and sell it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for your life whenever you want to do it.
Thank you. Yeah, I like this in the middle.
How do you even think of doing that? Oh, I know, I'll get a slinky and I'll whack it with a pen and it's going to make a great sound.
But funnily enough, some sound engineers, they have a bit of a joke, don't they? And there's one scream in particular that has become a bit of an in-joke, and it's used over and over again.
Yes, there is. It's called the Wilhelm Scream, and it was originally done for a film in 1951 called Distant Drums, and it sounds like this.
Have you heard of that before, Benedict?
No. There's a famous scream in King Kong. I can't remember.
It's the same one. It's the Wilhelm Scream. It's used in King Kong.
Yeah, honestly, go for it.
It's used in loads of movies.
Do they just turn the pitch up of it?
Possibly. Well, it's definitely used in King Kong.
I've got to believe
in the 2005 one.
Oh, no.
Oh, the original.
Because it's not just King Kong. There's a load of other films, isn't there?
There's loads of movies.
That's a great scream in the original movie. That was amazing.
Here we go.
Even in Batman Returns.
That's brilliant.
All afternoon we've been listening to it.
It's just an in-joke, isn't it? Because, I mean, the fact that those screams are used for completely different events
It's in Gremlins, Kill Bill, Shrek, Toy Story.
Men and women, dogs and cats.
Everybody.
Get some screaming in Sherlock.
No, well, yeah, you're going to do a Steven Spielberg's soon, aren't you? With
yeah, and he used it, so...
Watch out for that, the Wilhelm Scream. That's the one. Anyway.
Very good.
There we are. Anyway, on we go. Thanks ever so much, Anita, for that.
Good as Sherlock Holmes, though. Benedict playing Sherlock Holmes, which has been an absolute revelation, hasn't it? Amazing viewing figures. It's taken the country by storm, really, has it?
Well, it's been overwhelming and so flattering, the response to it. I mean, we went into it with confidence, because I think you have to with an idea of reinventing such a well-known and beloved icon. And but
you've played a few icons, though, haven't you? And all brilliant. You know, Van Gogh, and you played Stephen Hawking. Do you like playing the smart guy?
I must do, yeah. I mean, no, it's very... I mean, these are fascinating people, and the different facets of them wasn't always about their intellect. I mean, especially with Van Gogh, it was about the struggle that he had, the loneliness he had with his work, and his amazing relationship with his brother Theo. We would have no Van Gogh without Theo, so it was as much about the letters and his sort of... how he was, who he was when he was painting them, as it was him just being the genius that we know from his later paintings. Stephen Hawking was incredible. In fact, your Foley film was reminded me. I basically, obviously, because we were filming on locations, we would have to go from year 1 to year 4, and that was the span of life that we were showing of Stephen's story, from when he was diagnosed to when he was pretty much needing a wheelchair, but adamantly refusing and soldiering on with a stick. And the Foley artist couldn't match the pattern of footfall, because obviously the body's changing, so the centre of gravity is changing, and also the sole of my shoe was coming off from all the kind of grounding that it was taking on the uneven flagstones of Cambridge. So I had to go in and help with the Foley artists. They are amazing. They are
well, just kind of bringing it back to Sherlock a little bit. Obviously, it's kind of an updated, modern version. You've ditched the deerstalker and the pipe and all that. Did you think it would work in a modern context?
Well, I mean, I had a fear, which I think most fans sort of turning on their television set 2 Sundays ago had, of thinking, well, this could be very trite. This could be shoehorning an old character into a new guise just for the sake of it. And the minute I turned the first page of the script, I was like, no, this is fantastic. This is written by 2 people who are utter devotees, and there's so many treats for Conan Doyle fans. At the same time, he's a modern man performing masterfully what detectives that have been, well, derived from Sherlock Holmes' original.
Let's have a little look. The final part, sadly, is on Sunday on BBC One at 9 o'clock. Let's have a taster. Here, a letter has been discovered by the police at the scene of a crime, and it's addressed to Sherlock Holmes.
Nice stationery. Bohemian.
What?
From the Czech Republic. No fingerprints?
No.
He's used a fountain pen, Parker Duofold, iridium nib.
She?
Obviously.
Obviously.
It's such a cracking character that you play him. I mean, you know, it's been a huge success. Is there going to be any more, do you know? Or?
Oh, I really hope so. They'd be mad not to have more. I think people have really enjoyed this, so it's just hopefully a question of when.
And you'd be up for it, obviously.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good to know, good to know. Super.
Good stuff. OK,
The winner is here. Now, Michael, you used to have the biggest collection of McGill originals. I say you used to have it. Why did you sell it all?
Well, there were 185 of them. I didn't have any room to put... I had one up only on the wall.
Right.
And they were in a drawer, and I used to be like Fagin, you know. I'd go to this drawer and I'd lay them out and look at them, and then I'd put them back in and hide them. So after many years, I thought they really deserved to be displayed, if not by me, somewhere else. So I flogged it. Well, they cost about 10 grand, and I think we got $250,000 for them.
Wow, a good return on your investment. We've got quite a few here from the...
2 dinners.
The Chris Beatles, the Chris Beatles gallery. We've borrowed some here. I'm not sure if you recognise any of these, but I can't help
noticing. 2 of them are mine, which you told me you sold to somebody else. That's very interesting.
Oh, really? Oh, right. Hang on, then. Which ones were?
Those 2, I think, were mine.
I can't help noticing, Michael, that a lot of them, you know, they're not what you'd exactly call politically correct, are they? The women are either buxom...
That was the wonderful thing about him. They were very, very vulgar. They were the Benny Hill of their day, and they were immensely popular. And if society had not become so absurdly, not prurient, because it's only a few idiots at the top of prurient, everybody likes a little vulgarity.
Not a nagging
vulgarity is excellent, you know. Bit of rough and tumble. You like a bit of vulgarity, don't you?
In small doses, Michael.
Small... Oh, he's being very, very posh, this fella, you know.
But of course...
I'm down to earth. I just like it in small doses.
No, I mean, there were quite a few nice little ones as well. I mean,
well, he charted the whole history of the country for about 60 years. He went through the 30s, he went through the war with cartoons about Adolf Hitler that cheered everybody up. He did a lot of ones of children, which I don't... You've got them here, some of the children ones. They were very different to the others, very beautiful. He just charted out our nation,
well, this is all
as great cartoonists have done for years.
Yeah, it's all part of this Saucy Britain Week we've been looking at, Benedict. And we looked at the Carry On films yesterday, and of course
your mum was in a couple of them.
She was in a few Carry On films. Here she is in Up the Khyber.
Oh,
She's gorgeous. She looks like a young Elizabeth Taylor, doesn't she? Wonder Ventham.
Wanda Ventham.
Oh, Wanda Ventham was your mother?
She still is.
Oh, really? Really?
There you go.
It's wonderful how things last, isn't it, really?
That is all that we've got time for tonight. Michael, a big thank you for coming in. Thanks ever so much, Benedict, as well. And we do, of course, look forward to the final episode
wait.
on Sunday.
And tomorrow we've got Michael Aspel on the show.
Yes, we'll see you at 7. Bye for now.